Thanks for taking that first step to be with us here at New Steps Foundation. You have made the first step. Now let's tune in. Your time management skills is all about three key areas. The three key areas that we have for you today is prioritizing your tasks, breaking your tasks down into manageable pieces, and your deadline. What are your deadlines for your tasks? So how can you go about using or identifying what are your priorities? Let's start with school. So your priorities in school should be your assignment. When your teacher gives you an assignment to take home, that is now called homework. So how are you going to break this down? So if it's a paper that you need to break down up until a certain amount of days, certain amount of weeks, you need to break that down. So what is my priority for this task? What is the one thing that I need to focus on right now to be able to get this down to a manageable piece where I can be able to knock it out before the deadline, not on the deadline, not right hours of the deadline. No, it's how can I be able to knock this out before my deadline? Here's why that I want you to go about doing that, because once you have a clear priority, if you have your priorities clear for school, what that actually does for you is that you now have a good map. You have a good map. So why time management should be important to you right now is because now you're in school, right? So when you go to high school is pretty much set. Only thing is not set is when you go home to go about doing your tasks or the assignments that they have for you. Now, college is going to be different. College will be different because you don't have a bell that's going to ring to let you know school is out. You don't have a bell to let you know when class is out. You don't have anybody telling you when to go to your next class and how long you have for your next class. College is one of those things. You can go. You don't. So the one thing I want you to focus on right now is why is your priorities important? Because once you identify your priorities, you can use it at home too. What is the priorities that my mom or dad wants me to focus on? What is the main thing they want me to get? Is it the dishes? Is it getting the homework done as soon as I get home? It is that the things that they tell me to go about doing for the house in general. So how can I break these tasks up into smaller pieces where it can be able to help me and benefit me, and I have a deadline? Now, your parents and they're at home, deadlines is a little different. The deadline is that day. Sometimes it could be that day or tomorrow based off the task. So it could be something like mow the lawn, that needs to be done that day. It's not something that you can have mow the lawn and then go about doing it another day. So the thing that I want to let you know is identify what are your tasks that you need to do to break it up into small manageable pieces, and then set a deadline for that. By you setting a deadline, that'll actually just let you know that you're now building a habit to get focused, to get dialed in on what you need to focus on so you can be able to get through what you need to get through. Now remember, time management is more of focusing on how to manage yourself. It's not about managing time, because time is always going to do what it's going to do. It's going to start at a time and it's going to continue on. Days is just like time. You can't manage days, you can't manage time. So the one thing you can do is manage yourself. And you can manage yourself by either, one, having a journal to help you manage yourself, or you can have a calendar to help you manage yourself. And once you get a calendar or a journal, what that will actually show you is that where's your time going to mostly, and what are you like wasting most of your time that you do have, and who are you giving more of your time to. So with your time management, parentheses self-management, is that what do I need to focus on so I can be able to make sure that I'm giving my day the maximize potential that I can. So I want you to know that I hope you get something from this message today that you can be able to apply to your everyday life and apply to what you're actually going through today. Let's go. This is Will from New Steps Foundation. Let's go have fun.